Africa's largest snake, the rock python, lies coiled over her clutch of eggs. For nearly 100 days she has kept guard and by moving gently has generated heat, incubating her precious bundle. As she detects the first movement in her brood, she moves away, her job done, and lets nature take its course. She leaves the nest, eager to hunt and find a nice warm meal. She will probably never see her young. Two days ago, the young pythons absorbed all the nourishing yolk in the egg in preparation for hatching, and a little tooth was formed, a useful tool to help cut themselves out of the egg. The egg tooth grew on the tip of its upper jaw. The hatchling uses the tooth to saw through its leathery incubator. The egg tooth eventually falls away. It may grow into Africa's longest predator, but right now, caution is the key. Instinctively, the hatchling smells the air with a flick of the tongue. It has built-in knowledge of good, safe smells and bad, dangerous ones. In the shell, the snake was cooped up, knotted in a tight coil. Now, with room to maneuver, the hatchling gives a yawn and aligns its jaws. Judging the air harmless, the little python unravels its 40 to 45 centimeter length. If it can avoid the savanna's many predators, it could grow to an amazing 5 meters after 30 years. But out of the 100 eggs that can be laid in one brood, only a few will make it. Less than half don't even make it to hatching. The python nest is usually in a hollow tree or abandoned termite nest, a relatively safe haven. Outside in the long grass, the dangers multiply. There are many predators who would find a baby python to their taste. And foremost among them is the rock monitor. This thick-set reptile poses a major threat to the newly hatched pythons. The pythons disperse immediately and go their separate ways. Like their ancient relatives, the snakes, the rock monitor tastes the air with his forked tongue. It senses the presence of python hatchlings and also notes the absence of their mother. The little python's only hope is to beat a hasty retreat back into his shell and hope that the rock monitor chooses to savor one of its siblings. This one's empty. The monitor takes its time. There is no need for him to rush his meal. The little snakes are going nowhere. Tries another. This time the jackpot. The resilient shell offers some resistance. But with a better grip, the lizard is able to crack through. And with the twist of its neck and the force of its powerful throat muscles, a python ends up in the belly of the monitor. It seems the only safe snakes are the ones that have already hatched. The rock monitor will stay in the nest, eating till he is content. In a few weeks, once the python has utilized all the nourishment of its first yolk meal, it will have to find something to eat. Without a mother as a teacher, the reptile will rely purely on instinct to find and capture its food. The hunted will eventually become the hunter.